TIL There is a phenomenon where millions of people in Britain all simultaneously turn on their electric kettles during commercial TV breaks, causing massive power surges countrywide. Yes, we even went as far as building a pumped storage hydroelectric power station. https://en Wikipedia org/wiki/dino_power_station inside a mountain in North Wales to cope with this phenomenon. T is what electricity is for. Also fire. This is covered in our GCSE, high school exams, physics lessons in the UK. It happens mostly around soaps in the evening, where everyone is watching the same show and goes to have a cuppa afterwards. Probably less prevalent currently with the variety of streaming services and pause functionality. Would think this may be seen with sporting events or major news stories. During Corrie. This is quite possibly one of the most British things I've read. Literally just pop the kettle on. Anyone want a brew? The biggest power surge ever in UK recorded history was during Princess Diana's funeral. Yes, it used to be quite a common occurrence years ago during adverts on some of the big TV soaps like Coronation Street. Every fucker in England would run to the kitchen to make a quick brew before rushing back to the living room to find out who shot Dirty Den. Pretty sure I saw this about Bake Off a few years ago. Isn't that the plot of Flushed Away? Something similar happens with toilets during the American Super Bowl halftime. Look at us, we're all very alike. My physics teacher told me we even borrow some energy from the French when EastEnders is on. Apparently we like tea so much we'll even work with the French for it. Mental. Tea is so important that the UK Army put a kettle in the tanks so the crew didn't have to go outside for a brew. https://en Wikipedia org/wiki/boiling_vessel. Not going to lie, that's hilarious. Wouldn't be surprised if it was the same in Ireland. Of course you're gonna make a cup of tea during the commercials. Gather the men. At tea time we strike. This happens to a lesser effect in most other places, as everyone often needs electricity for something at a specific time. Everyone gets up at breakfast around the same time for work, everyone wants dinner at a certain time, etc. Electrical companies often have to figure out when the next large need of electricity will occur, and luckily this one is much easier to figure out. A clip from UK TV from about 11 years ago on how it works. TV pickup, https://youtube.b/SLDAVUWFRA. There's a similar strain on the sewers. Noted in the US also, during major football games. Live in UK. Can confirm. Ads come on, it's not impossible that 90 seconds later I'm pouring boiling water into a mug. Edit, when I'm watching old school TV and not streaming, of course. We're not heathens, you know, but sometimes I won't hit the 5-second skip, just so I can go flick on the kettle and let the ad run. And a fascinating trend is the decrease in surges since streaming platforms have become more popular in the UK. Less likely for simultaneous usage when people are on very different viewing schedules. Tom Scott does a great video. We got the same thing in America except for sewers because everyone flushes at halftime Super Bowl. Yes, the electricity distributors know this, especially when there's a major event on TV, so they know when the breaks are coming, and ramp up production accordingly just for the commercial break. The quintessentially British tea, commercial, break. Not enough electricity. Similar concerns during the U.S. Super Bowl, http://www. Missomatters. org/2016/02/5 Things Facts about energy during the big game / It was identifiable during the ad. Breaks for Coronation Street, the country's most popular soap opera. This is also why commercials are so much louder than the show. They want you to hear them in the kitchen. Dumping tea into the sea to make a statement. Me, collectively destroying the power grid for the sake of tea. The power of tea compels Thea. I worked at Orange's, UK mobile telco, NOC, and can tell you there is a surge in SMS, back in the day, and call/data at the same time. The same happens whenever there is a football match and someone scores. Water treatment plants also have to build in extra capacity for morning and right after people get home from work. What's the point of electricity if you can't make tea? That's one of the most British things I've ever read. This is one of the greatest TILs I have ever come across. Just fascinating. I remember when I was young the lights used to flicker in the ad break. We don't fuck about when it comes to tea. We deigned our military tanks to have built-in kettles. Did anyone else get a flushed away flashback after reading this? Face with tears of joy. Grid employees must also be familiar with popular soap opera storylines, as one might cause a sudden rise in demand. Haha, imagine that job posting. Electrical engineer wanted for job. Duties include keeping up to date on Coronation Street and EastEnders, specifically WTF is going on with Corey. Similar issue happens in the US during halftime of the Super Bowl every year. Virtually every toilet gets flushed a few times all at the same time, causing overflows at the treatment plants. Kettles in the UK are particularly high-powered. Fuck yes. Here you can see a short documentation about it from BBC. https://youtube.b/sldavwfra. If you have any questions to this, feel free to ask. I'm an electrical engineer who develops power converters for pumped storage hydro power plants, and I do also the commissioning. Why you use electric stove? Where your wok? Where your wok? Hiya. It's called TV pickup and was more common in the past and often happened in ad breaks during the more explosive episodes of certain soaps or important sports broadcasts. LOL at all those Americans piling on, so relieved to get to kick another nation for a change, but the UK has these peaks well in hand, and have for decades. One of the ways they do it is by draining a large reservoir in Scotland, which can compensate. They would watch the end of EastEnders at the Power Coordination Centre, and when the titles ran they'd open the flood doors and spin up the generators. Tom Scott did a report on it. https://www. YouTube.com/watch, v=6jx_bjgifhi, https://www. YouTube.com/watch, v=6jx_bjgifhi. I wonder if it's worse because of their super fast 220V kettles. Gosh, I hate how long I have to wait for a boiling liter here in Canada. Must have tea. The thorn birds. In some US cities water pressure drops from all the flushing toilets. Got to have your kettle. We even take a travel kettle on holiday with us. What? This was my physics teacher's favorite anecdote. He told at least 3 times a year. This is especially prevalent during the runtime of certain daily shows like Coronation Street, which have been watched by damned near every household in the nation for decades.